Yeah, the free throws got 100 out of 100 3 days in a row. So I was working on that. So they're free, you got to make them.
So I guess you're adjusting okay then.
Adjusting okay. Free throws are pretty universal, I guess. Same distance, so that's one of the things that's good. You can just go up there, knock them out. We got great rebounders, great guys that are in there, managers all the time. So they're a great asset, great tool for us.
And to confirm another story, Andrew Carr, a story about you hitting 57 in a row or 59 in a row?
Yes, sir. Yeah, 59 in a row. Also was true. Yeah, that was an earlier shooting competition. However many we could make in a row from, I think it was the left corner to start out. Yeah, I got 59 that week. Yes, sir.
All threes?
All threes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ever had a streak like that before?
I have. I've had a few. In high school, Coach Tom Royakers would stay and rebound for me every day. We'd go, and we had a rule. It was like no talking, basically. It was just shooting. Not a lot of misses, and that was the goal. I think I got like mid-80s one time with him, but yeah, we were pretty locked in those times, so that's the goal now.
When you miss one, what's that feel like?
Awful. It's just, it's a lot of pressure. I mean, like, it seems like you're standing there shooting it open, like there shouldn't be any pressure, but when you start getting above 30, like you kind of start thinking about it a little bit and start getting a little bit of pressure in your head. But it's just it's fun to kind of compete against yourself every day, have guys in there that are working with you. Like I said, we have great managers that rebound for us whenever we want it, and they're as locked in as we are, so it's a lot of fun to shoot with them.
Apparently they're not rebounding much.
a little bit, yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
What's surprised you the most about the adjustment from high school to here?
There's been a few surprises, I would say, but I mean, there's not a lot that truly sticks out. I mean, it's just one of the main things for me is just how great of guys we have. Like, you're coming into a new environment. All these guys are experienced veterans. They've all proven themselves on multiple stages. They could come in and all just kind of push over you and not really want to help you at all. But they're all such great guys that want to help you. Sometimes even go out of their way to help you before helping themselves. So that's been the biggest surprise for me. You're coming into, like I said, just a new environment. 3 freshmen here. And all these guys are just so willing to help, and that's something that's been really big for us, I think.
How is getting your shots different in this offense than high school, or is there any difference?
There's definitely a little bit of a difference. Obviously, high school, it's not as great of athletes. You're playing against, it's a lot slower pace, especially the way that we want to play. And there's just a bunch of different varieties. Like, at this level, you have great bigs, all 7-footers down there, but they're also being guarded by 7-footers, so that's different. But it's been fun to kind of learn Coach Pope's system, work through that, and figure out where the shots are coming from. That's something I think has been big. And then working on those shots in practice has been really good for all of us.
Is it a complicated system?
Not complicated. It's pretty simple once you learn it. It might be more complicated for a guy like me, Trent, or Colin coming in that's never played college basketball before, but you see these guys going out, like you got our point guards, Kerr and Lamont, going out there, and they know exactly what he's talking about, maybe just a little bit different of language, but it comes in, they knock it out, you get to watch a couple reps, get in there and get a rep, and it just makes it so easy to learn whenever you have such great guys in front of you.
Is there anything you have to change when you have to shoot over a 6'7" guy or 6'8" that you didn't have to shoot over in Western Kentucky?
I don't think there's anything you have to change. I think that the main thing is just keeping the shot the same. The main shot tip the coach kind of emphasizes for us is holding your shot, being true to your shot, and just owning it and make sure that everybody in the gym knows that you're the person that took that shot. So that's big. But really just picking and choosing your spots, picking and choosing when to take the shot, when to ball fake, and try and get something going the other way. But yeah, I feel like it's the same shot, just maybe getting it off a little bit quicker.
Some of the guys we spoke to previously said one of the big things about Coach Pope and learning him is the way he instills confidence in our game. Obviously, you come in with a lot of confidence when you score 5,000 points. But what has he done to help your game and instill that confidence even more?
Yeah, yes, sir. He definitely instills confidence. Like you said, no, I'm probably coming in with a little bit of confidence, but also you're coming in as a freshman, you're coming in playing against guys that, like I said, have been playing college basketball 5 years. They know how to play. They play as hard as they can on every rep, so it's hard as well to kind of know when to pick and choose your shots. But honestly, anytime you don't take a shot that is semi-open, coach is going to get on you about that more than taking maybe a slightly contested shot. So he just wants you to take every shot that's open, and that's something that you can't can't want any more of. Like, it's hard to find a place that you can go, and any shot you take, coach is probably gonna be like, yeah, good shot. It doesn't matter if you make it or miss it. Take that shot every time. So that's something that really instills confidence. He knows that we're gonna make a lot of shots, but to make a lot of shots, you got to take a lot of shots. So that's what we're trying to do.
Have you heard from Reed Shepard, and has he given you any kind of advice?
Yeah, I talked to Reed a little bit. Obviously he played very well here, did very well for himself and for the university. But yeah, it's just kind of, I wouldn't say it's really been advice. Just kind of talking through his time here a little bit, and then just talking about his next step and just congratulating him on that, because that's huge for anybody, especially if it's a little bit closer to home, being a guy from the state of Kentucky starting out. So it's really exciting for him.
What is your communication like on the floor? Because the TBT guys said they don't talk trash, they don't do much. And Cal used to say that's the one thing it takes the longest is to communicate and talk. How's that coming along?
Yeah, I would say we don't really talk trash that much. I mean, we're competitive, but it gets to that at some points. But I think we're good about talking, and we're starting to learn that a little bit better. I mean, I keep saying we have an old team, and it's kind of different. Like, young guys, they kind of have the motto for not talking a lot. So that's something I'm trying to really do a good job of, is just talking through everything. If I have a question, definitely asking it. But on the defense side of the ball, talking through everything. That's communication, makes up for a lot of mistakes. And on offense as well, talking through that. Hopefully you can talk the defense into a few mistakes.
How weird was the nostalgia in the last couple of weeks of growing up rooting for these guys and then competing against them on the court?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. It's been incredible. Like, just getting to talk to my dad and my family about it, and just people back home. Like, as a kid, those are the guys that you grow up watching, like, dreaming of being those guys. And then now you're the guy that's here playing, and they come back and you get to compete against all of them, practice against them, just hang out with them. Like, it's pretty incredible. Like, it's hard to describe, really. They were the biggest icons, the biggest figures in college basketball whenever I was a kid, and now they're coming back and just hanging out with you and just doing whatever they can to get better and also help you get better. Like, it's incredible.
Was there a shot that you hit over Eric Bledsoe or Aaron Harrison? Was like, that was the guy that I grew up rooting for, and now I just did it against them?
I wouldn't say a shot. I would say definitely in the first practice we had with them, whenever we were kind of going through some drills, getting to guard Eric, and then also in whenever we had the alumni scrimmage with them at Rupp. Like, I remember I was on the left wing guarding Eric, and he went to like a little spin fade and hit me right in the chest, and I was like, just thinking, I'm on an ISO with Eric Bledsoe over here. Like, it's pretty incredible. And then also just being able to hit a three against those guys, like, it's awesome. On Rupp Arena against the legends of Kentucky basketball, it's pretty incredible.
You and Trent will be going through some of the same process of adjusting to the college game together and competing in practice. How has that friendship grown even more since you got here? And what do you guys do, I guess, to kind of push each other?
Yeah, Trent's a great dude, a great competitor. We're roommates, so we get to spend a lot of time together. But yeah, like you said, we're going through the same thing. We're going through. It's good to have somebody to lean on for that, because as a freshman, or as any college basketball player, there's going to be tough days. As a freshman, there's going to be a lot of very tough days. So just kind of going in there knowing that, like, we're the young guys, that we have to compete a little bit harder, but also try to learn a little bit more every single day is good, because whenever you're slipping up, you can kind of look over and talk to him about it, and he's going through the same things. So you don't feel like you're on the island. You feel like you have a guy to lean on. But I would say we're really just trying to get in and get as much work as we can in together, shoot together a lot, just kind of compete. I mean, be honest, I never wanted him to score on me. There was one practice I remember. I was guarding him in the corner. They drove, kicked it to him, and he made the three. And I looked at Coach, I think it was Coach Brooks, and I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen again. So just little stuff like that, just being able to learn from your mistakes, because you're guarding a guy that you know so well, is a lot of fun. It makes it really competitive. It makes you a little bit more inspired, for sure.
Has the physical play of the bigger guys, has that surprised you at all? I know it's an adjustment.
It's definitely an adjustment, going into this. Like I keep saying, like, these guys are grown men. They've been playing for a long time. They know how to use their body. I would say the first few weeks it might have been a little bit of adjustment, but now it's kind of learning how to use your body. Like, if whatever you're doing, just getting into their body and kind of honing your physicality as well. Also working to get the body right, so that you're able to kind of inflict blows like that and not just take them all the time.
Have you had